Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles, welcoming you to another installment of Lyles Figure Files. G.I. Joe Classified Series now has the prime San Diego Comic-Con spot in terms of Hasbro's brands. They got Saturday, and they made the most of this opportunity in making sure that they probably aren't going to forfeit this for a very long time. I think it's a really great time to be a G.I. Joe Classified Series fan, because this brand is just killing it. I mean, Emily and Lenny seem so dialed in. They know what we want. And more than that, they're actually delivering it. And it's so cool to actually see, yes, you're getting that figure. You did a great job executing that one. That's exactly the way I wanted to see that figure in 6-inch form. And every step of the way of this process, it's more and more stuff that leaves me so excited about what's going to come. So let's break down the pipeline names that we got, because we got a couple, and these are really big, huge names, including something that we were all hoping to see with the HasLab, but I think it's even better that we're getting it in this presentation. So first up, we're getting Lowlight, and he's another member of General Hawk's squad, that 1986 crew, and he's a really strong character, really strong choice. I can't wait to see what they do with his big sniper rifle. If he's as good as that excellent Pursuit of Cobra figure, we're going to have what could be one of the standouts in this G.I. Joe Classified Series line, because they really knocked that guy out. Had all kinds of attachments to a sniper rifle. He could put his goggles up and down. Excellent figure, and I think they've got the blueprint to knock out Lowlight with that figure. And what we saw, I mean, they're going with the classic look. No craziness, no weird beard and Cyclops visor. It's classic gray and black. I can't wait to get this guy. And like I said, I'm really excited about the 86 getting more characters from that end. Hopefully Dial Tone's coming up soon, because I always thought he had a cool look. Sci-fi hopefully isn't too far away, but they're really knocking out some key characters from that lineup. Then next up, we got a 2-in-1 set, and it's not a motorcycle now. It's not a pet in their handler, but it's maybe arguably even better. We're getting the Cobra Trouble Bubble, and that is very exciting. It also comes with a Televiper, and that's a figure that, I've been waiting for, hoping to get soon, because, the Televipers were all over. But getting it this way, probably in a Target presentation, that's exciting, because this means we can army build Trouble Bubbles. The only thing, if we got that with the HasLab, was we're probably just going to have one and just kind of like, all right, here's the lone Trouble Bubble. But now, getting it this way, this means we can get as many as we want. We can have a fleet of Cobra Trouble Bubbles in our display, maybe suspended, hanging from some wire around our Cobras. That's going to be really cool. We're getting a new Viper as well, so we could, we'll double up. We'll have as many Televipers as we do Trouble Bubbles. I'm so excited that they're going forward with getting more vehicles, especially one that's so key to Cobra, and they're just running around. And I can't wait to start trying to see how many people are going to do their best to reimagine the opening to G.I. Joe the movie with all these Trouble Bubbles floating around. We're going to have to get a giant super scale Statue of Liberty for the Joes and Cobras to hang off of, but really excited about that. So those are the two pipeline reveals that are coming at some point next year. We did get some more renders of figures that we already had revealed a few months back. I guess not a few months back, just last month at Yojo June, and we're getting to see the grayscale, so that's exciting. First up was Rock and Roll, and there was no confusion. Emily and Lenny know we're all about the original 13, so we got old school Rock and Roll, and he's got the machine gun clips crisscrossing along his chest. They've updated his helmet a little bit to give him more of a modern take, but I'm fine with that. He's got the beard, his little hair coming through, and it really looks good just in the grayscale version we got. I'm excited about these accessories they'd included with him. He's got his basic traditional machine gun. They didn't go wild, they just went old school, and I love it. I'm getting more excited about the idea of having the original 13 in 6-inch form, just letting them go and do their old school missions before I start incorporating the newer Joes, the more distinct looking members of the team into adventures. So having the original 13 is really exciting, and I'm really glad that they're continuing to roll out more of those guys. We know Grunt is coming at some point as well. So we've got Rock and Roll, we've got Breaker, we've got Stalker, we got Snake Eyes, Scarlet, I guess, in a pinch, but I still need like a retro version of her. But very excited to see this take on rock and roll. And yeah, just really excited. I think they did a great job with him. Next up is Torpedo, 1983 series. And it's classic. I mean, Torpedo's a character, as long as they do him right, they can't mess him up. And they did him extraordinarily right. And this figure looks good. Again, it's just a grayscale, but the sculpt looks dead on. He's got a ton of accessories, and this is why the G.I. Joe Classified series is the best value on the market. So as they creep up to $25 like everything else, I'm going, well, okay, at least I'm getting a lot of stuff with these figures. Torpedo, rock and roll are really geared up. Lots of accessories, lots of unique stuff, not a bunch of reuse, not the same gun repeated over and over, but nice original pieces, and Torpedo looks great. Next up, finally, on the grayscale reveals with Shipwreck. Yes, it's classic sailor style. It's got the hat. You can take off. You can swap it out for another one if you don't like that take. I'm so glad that they gave us the sailor look, though. He comes with poly, and again, like the others, he's got a ton of accessories, and I'm just loving this line because they're doing everything right. I mean, it's so weird in 2022 to find a figure line where it's just like, yeah, you guys know what you're doing. There, exactly that. Yes. Speaking of knowing what they're doing, the G.I. Joe Classified series, Sergeant Slaughter, went up for pre-order. You can get them through the Pulse if you want to waste your time and try to get in before a sellout, but you could also get them from Entertainment Earth, which still has them. I'll put the link at the end of this video so you can pick them up right now. I'm so glad that Entertainment Earth has him as a partner for this, because you know they'll have them in stock. Maybe a little bit longer, but we'll get them, so that's really exciting as well. There was something weirdness with the Dr. Mindbender figure where it was occasionally showing up for like an hour, then it would sell out, then the next day they'd have more and sell out, then the next day, etc. It was weird because on Pulse you had to do a scavenger hunt. I felt like I was looking for parts to create a super soldier using the DNA of history's greatest warriors to find Dr. Mindbender on this website. Fortunately, I got him pre-ordered. But as I'm buying more Pulse figures, I kind of feel like maybe I should get this premium Pulse membership, because with 5 purchases, it pretty much pays for itself. So as they do more exclusives, I'm kind of thinking maybe I need to make that shift. But anyway, Dr. Mindbender looks really cool. I love the box art. I think it's tremendous. And you know, some of these packaging, like the Sergeant Slaughter, not my favorite, but Dr. Mindbender is awesome. And I just kind of wish that Hasbro would go with this artist to do everything from now on, because the story that we're getting in these packages looks amazing. And finally, we get another update on the Hiss tank. No blast effects. Lenny said that they are not going to be part of the HasLab Hiss tank, but there's going to be some options later on for blast effects that we could use for that. So take that as you will. Maybe that means another vehicle, maybe something a little bit more powerful than a Trouble Bubble, maybe a Armadillo, a Vamp, Wolverine. I think Wolverine probably works the best with that because of blast effects we could get for the missiles launching. I don't know, but it's exciting to imagine the possibilities where this blast effects could come from. We do know the big reveal, and we saw it teased, kind of leaked out on social media a little bit, but seeing it in full color glory, fully painted up properly, we're getting the Cobra Emperor Serpentor and his air chariot. And oh my gosh, again, Hasbro continues to knock out these figures, and the expression on Serpentor looks great, and he's got the Cobra Kyle on the back. He's got a cape. The cape is soft goods, but it's scaled in a pattern which looks like snakeskin. That's a really nice touch. The figure looks good with all that detailing, of course. And the air chariot is perfect. It's scaled just right. And I'm already thinking they can use that again for a character like Zanzibar, just tossed in a chair and kind of retrofit some other areas to it. But you've got that. Then you've got the base model for Destro's Iron Grenadier chariot. But oh my gosh, I mean, this thing looks great. I can already imagine having a Falcon slip that cape into the actual rotating blade there. exhaust and sticking him in and having him fly off away like Darth Vader at the end of New Hope. But oh man, this figure looks great. The box package art, again, really good. And this one has lots of Easter eggs to all kinds of elements to G.I. Joe. On the right side, it's got him using a knife to heal his gunshot wound, like you saw in G.I. Joe issue 51. Really great issue. The G.I. Joe invasion of Springfield, and Serpentor is leading a holding action so Cobra, Commander, and Destro can evacuate everyone. Then on the left side, you see him on the Lincoln Monument or Lincoln Memorial, as like he was in Rise, Serpentor Rise, the final episode, as he's waiting for G.I. Joe and the world's leaders to surrender. And then he's yoking up Cobra Commander in the bottom portion. And he's got Destro and Baroness following his orders, leading the Cobra troops into battle. It's really cool storytelling elements in that packaging. And the figure looks great. He's a Post exclusive. We'll get to him in September or October, whenever PostCon is. But oh man, I can't wait to get this guy. We're going to have Sergeant Slaughter to fight him. That's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting seeing how I put up my Cobra hierarchy with Serpentor and Cobra Commander there. But man, really great figure. And they didn't show a whole lot, but what they showed was great. And it's just continuing the momentum and showing why the Classified Series line continues to get it done with every reveal, with every showing, with every interaction with us, the fans. They understand what we want and they keep delivering over and over again. And I guess with PostCon, we're going to see some more reveals. So maybe we'll see the next evolution with Shipwreck, Torpedo, Rock and Roll, Copperhead. We saw him as well. I don't know why I blanked on him. But yeah, we're getting all these great figures. I keep feeling like they're not going to miss because there's so many Joes and Cobras still left on the checklist to give us. And as long as they keep doing that, I'm going to be really satisfied, really happy. And we'll continue to support this line every step of the way because it is scratching all of my figure itches. And now that we're getting smaller scale vehicles like the Trouble Bubble, another cool Joe and Low Light, seeing the progression of other figures, seeing that amazing job on Serpentor. I mean, it's so awesome to be a G.I. Joe Classified Series fan right now and G.I. Joe fan in general. Let me know what you thought about these reveals. I know it wasn't a whole lot, but what did you think of Serpentor? Are you excited about getting him and knocking him out of the list of characters you needed? Were you as excited about that package art as I was? Let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back real soon with some more thoughts on some other figure reveals from San Diego Comic-Con. Till next time, this episode of Laos Figure Files has been filed.